Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Land and I'm the creator of the Unbreakable Argonauts, and I'm just making this video to give you guys kind of the pitch straight from me as to what this comic book is and why you should buy it. I've been on a few channels recently, so you can go look me up on Comics by Perch, or on Nerdet's Newsstand, or on Maxfield from Priestley's channel, and had some good comic book discussions there, and should be interesting for you. So onto the comic book itself, the Unbreakable Argonauts. I'm just going to break this down as like a Q&A section by section thing, and you can listen and go along as you please. So part one is what got me into comics. So my first venture into comics as a hobby, comics themselves, not necessarily the universes, was a relative actually bought me a trade paperback of Matt Fraction's Hawkeye back when I was about 15 or so. And read it cover to cover, and it was fine. It wasn't my favorite story, but for my age at the time, I found it pretty good. But the medium spoke to me more than anything. As as I was reading it, I was just really happy with the medium because I've always been a big reader and used to read a lot of novels when I was a kid, and this was just kind of a more visually stimulating way of reading. It was kind of like halfway between books and movies, so really enjoyed it. At that time I was on pretty limited income, so I couldn't just go out and start buying omnibuses or complete runs or anything like that. Actually, at that time I was a lot more into DVDs, and so because it's just such cheap entertainment, you could buy you could buy a day's worth of movies for just a few pounds, and that was usually what I do. And I remember I'd get these big stacks of DVDs for like 50 pence each, and just take those home with me, which is kind of funny when you think about it because it's so much cheaper than comics. But my connection to the comic book universe has really started out in animation. So when I was a little kid, I'd say like 7 or 8, a relative of mine died, and I was left this little stack of VHS tapes that were, some of them were recordings from the VHS set, and they were of things like Space Ghost, and the old Abbott and Costello cartoons, and Transformers, and the 1966 Superman cartoon. I think it was called Adventures of Superman. And I think actually the story with Brainiac, where he shrinks them down, that was the first DC thing that I ever saw. And that was my introduction to DC. And, I'd seen the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies around that time as well. And, at the time you had Justice League cartoon, you had Spider-Man reruns, X-Men reruns. And so, just no shortage of just great comic book content